Is BTV, your home for memorable entertainment.
We had some light rain today, and this is the beginning of a very unsettled weather pattern, meaning rain chances will stick around into early next week, along with mostly cloudy skies and much cooler temperatures. I'll have all those details coming up.
Right now, News Channel 6 at 10, digging deeper into just what caused a hazardous materials truck to crash in Aiken. The latest on the investigation.
And a scholarship banquet celebrating the hard work and dedication of local high schoolers. We'll take you to the event as your News at 10 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF, News Channel 6 at 10 on BTV.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Bean.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us.
Coverage you can count on begins in Aiken County with the latest on that crash involving an 18-wheeler. It happened yesterday. The driver had to go to the hospital. Graham Lee has the story.
Chaos Tuesday evening as the sheriff's office was one of several agencies called to a type of crash law enforcement says rarely occurs.
You know, I go back to when we had the big train derailment type thing years and years ago. But no, this is not something, common that we see, on a weekly basis.
Investigators say the 2024 Freightliner was heading eastbound on I-20 when it ran off the left side of the road near exit 22, then crashed between the two bridges running along the Highway 1 interchange. Aiken County EMA, Hazmat, Highway Patrol, SCDOT, and others then came to support the sheriff's office.
Law enforcement, typically will arrive at these scenes first. Sometimes the fire department can, get there first, but once you identify that you not only have a traffic collision, but then there's maybe hazardous materials involved as well, the resources just start to branch out from there.
The hazardous material in the truck was identified as methyl acetate, a highly flammable substance used in lacquers and paint thinner and to make pharmaceuticals, but the spill did not cause any harm. While Highway Patrol is investigating, the Sheriff's Office has detours on Highway 1 and East Furnish Road and Fulmer Road and are urging the public to heed the warnings.
When you get to these, detours, again, just be patient. We'll get you where you need to go. We just have to do it, methodically and safe as it could possibly be, and to try to get the problem we're dealing with, mitigated. And the safety is obviously the most important thing for everybody out there on the roads.
State troopers still trying to figure out what caused that truck to veer off the interstate.
A murder suspect is now in custody for last month's deadly shooting in Newington. The Screven County Sheriff's Office arrested 19-year-old Demarion Butler. He was on the run for the shooting that killed 22-year-old Isaiah Barbie. It happened on Simpsontown Road. Barbie leaves behind a girlfriend and a son. We have more details about the arrest on WJBF.com.
A former local teacher accused of making terroristic threats. Warren County deputies arrested Mason Garrett, the 22-year-old charged with making threats to staff and students last month at Warren County High School where he was a teacher. He's no longer on the job.
It's time now for a first check of the weather.
And here is our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci.
Well, we had some beneficial rain come down today across the entire CSRA. Everyone picked up on at least a trace amount, some slightly higher amounts in our western counties, up to around 1/4 of an inch. But right now you can see on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam in Swainsboro, it's completely dry. Augusta Busch Field officially picked up on 0.02 inches of rain today, a low of 53, so below average there, and also nearly 10 degrees below average with a high of only 75. So the clouds today definitely kept things a bit cooler. Right now we're mild though in the low to mid 60s, 63 in Thompson and Augusta, 65 in Millen. Aiken, you're at 62 degrees and 69 in Wrightsville. One of our warmest spots today. Wrightsville actually got all the way up to 78 degrees, while some of our counties only got to around 68. So it was cooler towards the north today. All of us had muggy conditions though with dew points around 60, and winds are coming in from the east. Very light though, only up to around 3 miles per hour. Our satellite radar is showing the cloudy skies. It will stay pretty cloudy over the next several days. We have a warm front lifting to our north 80s tomorrow. But in the meantime, tomorrow morning we'll be right around the 60-degree mark. Some light showers possible here and there. Maybe an isolated storm, but definitely not a washout tomorrow morning. We will see more rain come down Thursday night into Friday morning, though, with even the possibility of severe storms. And then on Saturday, that's when we have a very high chance of rain. Coming up, I'll have a look at your future cast for that, so stay with us, but back to you.
All right, Jenna, thanks. South Carolina has the largest income tax rate in the Southeast, but a new bill may change that. Lawmakers passed it today. It would eventually bring the income tax rate down to zero. At first, though, if you make $30,000 or more, you'd pay 5.39%. If you make less than $30,000, you'd pay just under 2%. Lawmakers say passing the bill marks an historic day for South Carolinians.
Taking state income tax to zero now gives people more money to take care of their families.
It would be a 40% deduction in the state budget in 1 year. I think the way that it was explained by Frank Rainwater in one meeting was everyone could take a prisoner home at night because we couldn't house them in Department of Corrections.
Newton says the bill would force every South Carolinian to pay at least some income tax. 25% of people in the state would see a tax increase.
The 17th annual Ryan Clark Scholarship and Community Service Award banquet was held tonight at Lakeside High School. Hannah McDonald has the details.
The scholarship was founded in 2010 to honor Ryan Clark, who was tragically killed in the Virginia Tech massacre in 2007. Clark was raised in Augusta and graduated from Lakeside High School in 2002. Ryan's mom, Latita Clark, says Ryan was passionate about giving back to his community, and it's inspiring to see students have the same passion so many years later.
It's a joy that we can give back to our community, no matter what the reason, that we can always help someone, and he would be thrilled to know that his legacy is continuing to help.
Savannah Finley won the award in 2015 and is now a medical student at the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. She graduated from Lakeside High School and told me she was honored to be the guest speaker at the banquet.
Ryan Clark's legacy just really instilled something in me, and it kept me motivated all these years later, and I just wanted to, carry forward that legacy.
The recipients of the award this year made history being an all-girls recipient list. There were 4 scholarships given out, and Mackenzie Hill, a senior at the Academy of Richmond County, won the highest scholarship award of $2,000. She says she is still choosing which college to attend, but is honored to have been given this award.
It means quite a lot to Miss Clark, just being able to honor her son and his legacy and to give back to the community and know that I have done my part thus far to give back to my community and exemplify some of what Ryan has done for our community and others, so it means a lot.
The hope is for Ryan's legacy to be remembered through community service many years later. In Evans, Hannah McDonald, WJBF, News Channel 6.
WJBF's Ricky Jones Jr. was the MC at the event.
People in our community are continuing to support the family of fallen Columbia County Deputy Brandon Sykes and injured Deputy Gavin White. Charm and Char is a local small business that's helping. The owner sells stickers for $8 and hats for $20. 100% of the proceeds from the stickers and $10 from each hat will go to the families. And as of Tuesday, she'd raised more than $2,500 from those sales.
Instead of charging for my services, I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to provide that to raise money for the Sykes and the White families.
Orders are going to be taken until May 10th, and then she'll be at the Columbia County Unity fundraiser. So if you'd like to place an order or find out more about that fundraiser, you can go to our website, WJBF.com.
Coming up, a local neighborhood park being demolished.
Why neighbors say they are sad to see it go. After the forecast from Jenna.
And you may be a little sad to see the forecast this weekend, as it is going to be pretty rainy. However, this will be beneficial rain. We are in a drought still, so that'll definitely take care of that. But we could have some flooding concerns and the chance of severe weather. All the details right after this break.
Every day, ordinary people in the CSRA do extraordinary things to serve our community. Each month, News Channel 6 recognizes these outstanding volunteers with the Giving Your Best Award. Do you know an everyday hero who goes the extra mile to help others? Nominate them for the Giving Your Best Award by visiting WJBF.com and filling out the entry form.
Sponsored by Science Co., People on Augusta, Security Federal Bank, and News Channel 6.
death of a loved
Offer. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5/6.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your Wednesday and hopefully you stayed dry this morning. We did see some light showers, but now it's completely dry. This is a live look in on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam in Waynesboro. We're sitting at a mild 63 degrees with calm winds. Visibility is good. Dew points are in the lower 60s. Around the CSRA, we're seeing a lot of lower 60s, especially north of I-20, down towards the south and the west. We have 69 in Wrightsville, 66 in Sylvania, but Aiken only at 62 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies for everyone tonight. Not a lot of rain on the way, but we do have a few stray showers here crossing the Alabama border into Georgia, and we could see a few of those showers our way by early tomorrow morning. But all of this rain down in the Gulf is not going to impact us, at least for now. That low pressure system that we're watching will linger in our area, keeping those rain chances around for the next several days to come. But for tomorrow morning, a very low chance of a weak storm, a few light showers here and there, but most of the day actually looks dry. So a low chance of rain, at least for now, but then the rain chances increase by the time we get to the weekend. We're talking up to a 90% chance by Monday. The primary threats when it comes to severe weather for Thursday night into Friday would be gusty winds and hail. So we do have that slight threat of some strong to severe storms, and you'll see that here on our feature cast. But in the meantime, tomorrow morning, this is 5 a.m. We're really not seeing much in the way of rain. But then once we get to 10 o'clock in the morning, it's possible that we could see some of these isolated storms develop. Not a washout, just hit or miss storms depending on where you are. Then another break, but once we get into around midnight is when we'll see another line approach, and this will bring scattered showers and storms overnight into early Friday morning. But it does look like it's ending pretty early, so by the time you're headed out the door, no issues. But don't be surprised if you wake up Friday morning to the sound of some thunder and maybe see some lightning. Our setup on Mother's Day weekend shows this slow moving upper level low just meandering in our area, bringing cooler and unsettled weather. So keep this in mind for Mother's Day weekend. You'll want to make some indoor plans because those chances of rain continue to go up with temperatures going down. So we'll actually be in that wedge setup over the weekend, which means we'll have the stalled frontal boundary to our south with high pressure to the north, bringing in the cool air, but also the rain chances. So as we go through time here, you'll just see waves of rain and maybe a few storms as we go into the weekend. The best chance of some heavier rain and thunderstorm activity will be Sunday night into Tuesday, and that will be once that low pressure gets closer to our area. You can see a very rainy setup on Monday, and then finally this will start to move out by Tuesday. But over the next 7 days, we could see up to 5 inches of rain. I'd say for the most part 2 to 3, but our models are continuing to show more and more rainfall. And by the time we get to say Monday, Tuesday timeframe, that's when we could have some issues with flooding. Since the ground will be so saturated at that point, we'll continue to see that heavy rain come down. So highest chances of rain will once again be Saturday through Tuesday. Then we dry out next Wednesday. We'll see the sun again finally around that time frame with temperatures warming back up into the upper 80s by the end of next week.
All right, Jenna, thank you.
It is the end of the line for a longtime neighborhood park. A fence is up and demolition is underway at West Vineland Park in Augusta. The park served this neighborhood for decades, but last year the city sold it to Augusta National. Neighbors are not surprised by it being torn down, but they say it's still a loss.
See, people who took their children to that park, we took our dog, everyone took our dog, and it's a loss, and we suffer quite a few losses back here, but the Augusta National is such a plus, so you take your blows and keep on going.
West Vineland Park was on the city's radar to be sold since 2022. The sale price, $350,000.
Tomorrow, Augusta University set to hold its graduate hooding and commencement ceremony. It's at the Augusta Marriott Convention Center, starts at 5 p.m., and retired Brigadier General Jeff Foley is the keynote speaker. Coming up, cracking down on child sex crimes.
We'll have the results of a recent operation when we come back.
CAPS Insurance Agency has a unique approach to providing auto insurance. We provide a wide network of auto insurance companies to compare quotes so you can get access to the best deal. Getting insured with CAPS is fast and easy. Stop by the office on Broad Street or call us to buy insurance before you leave the car lot. If you're unhappy with your current rates, talk to one of our agents about comparing rates on a new policy. Get covered with CAPS. Call to receive your personalized quote today. At Wellstar, we believe.
Stella had the Fox Creek softball team hosting the first round of the South Carolina High School League State Tournament.
Stay tuned for post-game reaction from players. That's in sports next.
Coleman Services cares about our community, and our #1 priority this winter is keeping the heat on and the hot water flowing in your home or business. It's in our name. Coleman services the CSRA, whether you're in Thompson, Harlan, Evans, Augusta, North Augusta, or beyond. Call us anytime, day or night, 24/7, 365. At Coleman Services, you are our #1 customer. Call Coleman Services, your plumbing, heating, and AC pros.
Celebrating their 80th anniversary. When quality matters, call BuzzFeeds. Trusted since 1945.
At WJBF's Television Park Productions, our mission is to provide local businesses with top quality video and digital content at an affordable price. With decades of experience, our award-winning creative team will guide you step by step through the creative process, resulting in a successful marketing message for your brand. Over the years, we've helped hundreds of local businesses expand their voice. Visit WJBF.com/creative to find out how we can do the same for you. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
The road to state gets tougher as the games go on. Now, the Harlem baseball team certainly feeling that as they battled Pickens in a doubleheader. Harlem hosting the Dragons from Jasper Wednesday night with a trip to the GHSA Class 3A Final Four on the line. Actually, a rematch from last year, so Pickens looking for that revenge. The two-time defending champs, they start hot in Game 1, scoring a pair in the first inning to go up 2-0, but the Dragons fight back thanks to several key Harlem fielding errors. They tally 4 and 3 score innings back-to-back and go on to win Game 1, 8-3. Not much better for the Dogs in Game 2, facing Pickens' ace pitcher and Auburn commit A.J. Rice. The junior was masterful. His performance helped end Harlem's three-peat dreams. The Dragons moving on with a 5-0 win in Game 2. It's the first time Harlem has lost back-to-back games since 2022. Now, over to softball, the Fox Creek Predators hosting the Waccamaw Warriors. It was a low-scoring defensive battle the first 6 innings. Now, Waccamaw's home run in the 7th makes it a 1-0 lead, but Fox Creek certainly not going down without a fight. In the bottom of the 7th, Addison Woodward crushes a double in the center field gap, advancing the runner to third. Then tied the game up at 1 with an RBI sac fly from Paisley Bird, and Ava Lindsay, she comes in to score. The call at the plate was safe, so then we go into extra innings. Hannah Andrews pops it up. The catch is made. Max Heyer, she scores all the way from second base, diving in head first. Fox Creek walks it off 2-1 in 8 innings.
We're a team like that. We're a team that can pick it up and win. We have great energy. We're never a down team. And so we always just pick up our energy and get it going at the end. I kind of wanted to just approach it like every other at bat. I knew that if I put too much pressure on myself, it just wasn't going to produce. So I put as much pressure on myself as I would on every other at bat and just treated it like it was first inning, nobody on, nobody out.
They'll now play the winner of North Charleston or Loris on Friday.
The North Augusta Green Jackets, continue their homestand at SRP Park, hosting the Hickory Crawdads. The Jackets are looking to bounce back from their 3-1 loss on Education Day, plus get some of that offense rolling. The game was tied up at 1 apiece, but the Jackets go on to get the 2-1 victory in extra innings. The SEC softball tournament continues with the South Carolina Gamecocks battling out with the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Gamecocks looking to pick up right where they left off, taking the series against Bama just under a week ago. With bases loaded, South Carolina down by 2. They get on the board with the fielder's choice. Then in the third, Ella Chansey, she crushes one into the right center gap for an RBI double to tie the game up. As of the top of the 7th, South Carolina holds on 6-2. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
WJBF News Channel 6 Partners, sponsored by Pinnacle Bank and the Mike Costello Law Firm.
Queen City Home Store is expanding with 9 new stores across the Carolinas. And to kick things off, we're giving you the chance to win big during our Royal Celebration giveaway. Weekly prizes totaling up to $50,000, including KitchenAid mixers, espresso machines, full kitchen appliance packages, and the grand prize, a brand new living room suite. Enter now at queencityonline.com/giveaways. Visit us in store and follow us on social to join in on the excitement. Queen City Home Store, where you're always home.
It's a News Nation exclusive only on News Nation.
Hi, I'm Mary Morrison with today's community calendar. Calling all dog lovers. You won't want to miss Barks and Brews. It's going to take place at the Market Pavilion at Evans Town Center on May the 30th. The event is from 5 until 8 p.m. There will also be animal adoptions, dog grooming, and much, much more. It is a free family fun event. All furry friends are welcome. Add your events. Log on to WJBF.com, keyword community calendar.
And last but not least, a surprise guest turns into a full-time staff member at a South Carolina school.
She's a service dog named Waverly.
How did this dog walk into the hearts of Getty's Middle School? Taylor Farmer has the story.
Here at Getty's Middle School, students and staff tell me a four-legged friend walked through these doors one day and never left.
Waverly, a 7-year-old Labradoodle, found her home at Getty's Middle School.
The front door opened and a dog ran through.
Of course, when Waverly unexpectedly ran through the front doors at the end of the school year last year, no one wanted her to leave. But 6th grade counselor Janie Charles told me they did look for her owner, who told the school they were no longer able to keep her. That opened up the perfect opportunity for Getty's Middle School to train her to be their therapy dog.
That would be something great for this school. And so I did the research, talked to other counselors who had one, and then we went and started working with Mr. Jim to get her trained and all the certifications she needed, and she has done amazing.
After checkups, weeks of training, and approval from the school district, Waverly, previously named Muffin, now hangs out with students a couple times a week.
We were like, we've got to have an easily name, and so we were like, okay, Green Wave. Well, Waverly is a girl's name, so that would work. And so since she found us and she wanted to be a breaker, we were like, that would be a perfect name for her.
Waverly helps staff get through long days. She enjoys walking through the classrooms being pet. She also reads with students, and she doesn't eat homework.
It's just so fun to see the kids get excited to see her when kids are having a hard day or having a great day. It's just always, I think every day's better when you have a dog around.
Teachers tell me they've seen great responses out of their students when Waverly is around. For her to come back and see them, she's also a great incentive for good grades and good behavior. School leaders say they're mindful of students who may not be as dog friendly or who have allergies, but they tell me Waverly is hypoallergenic. She's the 4th service dog the school district of Pickens County says they've added, and those at Getty's tell me they believe more schools will follow their footsteps in the future. But they might not be as lucky to have their dog choose them.
Oh, Waverly, what a cute doggie.
So cute. Yeah, there was some talk here among us that maybe we need to have a dog here in the newsroom.
Be fun. Yeah. Just to kind of, relieve stress, let you love on them. Yeah.
Have them join last but not least every night.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, our forecast is showing a very rainy stretch here from Thursday all the way through next Tuesday. We have some very high rain chances. Tomorrow evening until Friday morning, we even have the threat of strong to severe storms, and eventually all of that rain could become heavy, and that could lead to some minor flooding concerns as we go into early next week. But by Wednesday of next week, we finally start to dry out. The sun will come back out finally, and temperatures will warm into the upper 80s.
All right, thanks a lot, Jenny, Jenna, Gianna. The news continues to the top of the hour on News Channel 6 at 11.
Token Zeros is next, right here on Meet TV.
Have a great night.